Higher heights, I'm reaching alive. Fire for God, I'm screaming alive. Everybody feeling alive. Cast the spirit between and alive. Get your healing and come alive. God, not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming, come alive. Higher heights, I'm reaching alive. Fire for God,
Hey, gotta say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever in the world you are, you're tuned to Love 101 FM, the family station. Hey, I'm Sara-Ann, the chirpy one, keeping you company today. It's not alive 1 to 5 on the family station, Love 101. It is a Testimony Tuesday, and you know how we do it. You know how we do it, right? We are live on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Sign on, rock on, roll on, jump on. Whatever you got to do, just ensure that you are on the live right now. My friends on the WhatsApp live, jump on to either Facebook or YouTube. I see you guys, okay? I gotta say good afternoon to my friends listening to us on the FM band 101.1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. My friends listening to us online at www.love101.org. Or if you're listening to us via the app that you have downloaded from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, good afternoon to you. Hey, taxi drivers, bus drivers, conductors, and conductresses. Passengers, essential service workers, good afternoon. Software developers, who did I leave out? Silent listeners, ardent listeners, employees, and employers. That way I got everybody. Hey, today you'll be inspired, informed, entertained, and engaged. In a moment, I'll bring you highlights from the news. 145 Menticize, that's Mental Exercise Listeners Edition. So that means you create the riddles and you send them to me. They must be biblical, from the Bible. So don't just do a random riddle from thin air. Yeah, they must be biblical. 2 o'clock per blast. 2:15 the evidence with Sister Vanessa, and she joins us to share her powerhouse testimony of God's consistent provision. 3 o'clock behind the pulpit with author, certified life coach, marriage officer, public theologian, and investment consultant, Reverend Teddy Jones. 3:45 celebrations at that time. You sent me your birthdays and anniversary greetings. 4 o'clock, the Small People Show with Auntie Galeen. Then 4:55, we wrap it all up inside alive. 1 to 5 on the Family Station Love 101. And as you come on here, remember to share the live and also comment so I know that you are here. Okay? Comment. By the way, I love summer. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I love summer. It is now time for highlights from the news at this time. Now, man on bicycle gunned down on Waltham Park Road. A man on a bicycle was shot in the head along Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew this morning. He has been identified as Carlos, who was of a Berwick Road, Kingston 13 address. He died on spot. The roadway has been cordoned off by the police and traffic diverted. In other news, St. Thomas residents, businesses benefit from improved internet access. So that St. Thomas residents, businesses benefit from improved internet access. So residents and businesses in St. Thomas have been benefited from improved internet access. The communities of Lloyds, Ayers Valley, RTs, and surrounding areas have access to superfast LTE data and wireless broadband service through a $70 million investment by telecommunications company Digicel. This saw the installation of 2 new cell sites, bringing Digicel up to 99% population coverage for superfast LTE service. The company notes that hilly terrain in the areas often posed a challenge delivering reliable service. But through collaboration with residents and the local authorities, it says it has been able to address the problem. So that's good, St. Thomas, moving forward. I love to see it. In other news, outlook for drought across the region alleviated. The Barbados based Caribbean Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology, CIMH, earlier today said despite many parts of the Caribbean continuing to receive below normal rainfall in May, the outlook for drought across the region should be alleviated by August. In its latest publication, CIMH said that the drought is still very much on the cards and likely to continue throughout the wet season, with no long term drought that affects large reservoirs and rivers and groundwater being of concern. COVID-19 pandemic is nowhere near over, says WHO. Fresh waves of COVID infections shows the pandemic is nowhere near over. The World Health Organization's chief warned earlier today, voicing concerns that the virus is running freely. Oh my goodness. Oh, he said he was worried that case numbers were continuing to rise, putting further pressure on stretched health systems and workers. So that's the WHO chief said that. My goodness. And those are the highlights from the news at this time, Tuesday, July 12, 2022. But I have an important information for you right here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up because it is dry season and we need to be aware of what's going on from NWC. I know some persons are without water, like myself. So for Clarendon, you guys are being affected, and the National Water Commission is advising that areas impacted are Fairburn, James Hill, Bog Hole, Corner Shop, Salem, and Desire. Now, they said that they apologize for any inconvenience caused and they're trying to restore the water supply within the shortest possible time. For St. James, they said that they will be carrying out maintenance work at the Westgate Hills facility, and they started yesterday, and this should last until the 13th of July. That's tomorrow, and you should store water for use. So that's the Westgate Hills facility in St. James. Manchester. Their work period will begin tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Areas to be affected include Spur Tree, Prospect, sections of New Forest, Nain, Sea Air, Greenvale, Hatfield rather, Dunrobin, Mandeville Town, Balevin, Georges Valley, Richmond, Old England, Greyground, Newport, Wards Avenue, Hearties, Woodlawn Housing Scheme, Caledonia Road, Caledonia Meadows, Albion, Mayday, Romalia, Marshall's Pen, Migetown, Lincoln, Huntley, and surrounding areas. So store water for tomorrow between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that's from NWC. I'm telling you guys this because I know how it feels to not know about the water cutoff period and then you're just left without water. In Clarendon, areas to be impacted: Kellett, Cross Hill, Good Hope, Tate, Pedro, Roden Hall, Guava Ground, Hickory, Cosme, and Jericho. So let's see. Yeah. So just store water for those periods. Okay, St. Andrew, you're still being affected by the way the Constant Spring Road, they're still being affected. Manningsville Road, etc. Cooper's Hill also, Castle James, Padmore, Swain Spring, Marvelly Mountain, Burnside Valley, top sections of Stirling Castle. Yeah, so just store water. You can probably call the truck to get water. Yeah. Hey, this is Love 101 FM, the family station. Let me jump on over here and mark the register. Annette Evans here first. Good afternoon. Marshall, Diane Walters, Ricardo Portias, Colleen Oliphant, Iona Ashburn, Marva Lindo, Valerie Stewart, Christine Humes, Julian Thompson, Dwayne Tracy, good afternoon. The Rain Bradshaw, Kareen Bennett, Gregory Diesel, Angela Hackett, Angela Walsh. Let's see, Sonia Hamilton, Esther Anglin, good afternoon. Pearline Ellis, Keisha Singh, good afternoon to you. Benny B. Blessed, good afternoon. Elaine Clark, Ben Reese Clark. Yeah, Ben Reese Clark, Laurel Thomas Garrick, Marva Miller, Barbara Gray, Anne-Marie Davidson, Anne-Marie again, right? Elaine Clark, Ione Brown, good afternoon. Margaret Lee White, good afternoon. Laurel Thompson, good afternoon. Raymar Finn, Alvarine Ellison, Denise Alcion Dunkley, Denise Lowe, Marshall Lawrence. Let's see, Zoe Morris, good afternoon to ya. Aww. Winsome King, Adela Francis, Ricardo Portias. Who's this though? Sawinka Lambert, Sawinka, Delarica Myers, Charlotte Dunkley, Alia, good afternoon. Ava Young or Ava Young, Maureen McKenzie, Erica Guy, Winsome King, Carol Miller, Leotine Bryan, Lorraine, Elaine Watson, good afternoon. Marva Robinson, Olive Griffiths, Blinky Brown, Keith Mullings, Audrey Garrick Hamilton, good afternoon. Charmaine Allison, yeah, I love Summer. Sonia Brown, Terry Meredith, Marlene Dunkley, Nicole Youngsam, Idona Howell, Sandra Anderson, Jillian Brown Johnson, Linda means beautiful, you know. Linda Thompson, good afternoon. Elroy Wedderburn, Charmaine Allison, Kathleen, good afternoon. Abby from Portmore, Edna Skeen, Marva Robinson, Carol Hibbert, Yvonne Scott, good afternoon. Winifred Henry Williams, good afternoon. And Janet Satchel, good afternoon, good afternoon. Elaine, be beautiful, I see you. And Faye from Blue Hole, hello. All right, it's now time for the music. Thank you guys so much for jumping on.
It's Cario Young. Sara-Ann is here. I have been waiting for so long. Welcome the chirpy one. Her presence electrifies everyone. My mother's listening too. She said she feels like she's 21. What? I know that's what she does to you. Such a great spirit, plays in the spirit too. So expect a miracle. Anything's possible. Now that Sarah's playing, ooh, you will be just fine. Your soul will feel so alive with whatever Sarah's playing.